today, which is Rock Yu of Avitronics Incorporated. Rock, good morning.
My pleasure to join the online stream. And my pleasure to present our company to show our the potential buyers.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us. We look forward to hearing your insights. Can you tell us a bit about your company, in fact?
Okay, our Avitronics is a company specializes in our wire harness and cable assembly. But our wire harness and cable assembly is some kind of our service. It's not a physical product. As we know, our connector is something very important to connect the facility and equipment, something like some machine. So we start develop our the electric connectors. We design the waterproof connector to our for the e-mobility industry. And nowadays, more and more the leading company consider our waterproof connectors. So this is why here I prefer to introduce our products to show more potential buyers.
Fantastic. Yes, and in fact, one of our supplier spotlight videos coming later on in this stream is from Avitronics as well. So everyone will get a very good look, I think, at exactly what the company produces. All right, thank you very much.
Okay.
Let's see if we can add someone else to the stream. I'm operating this myself today, so please bear with me. Here we go. We have Han Ye from Jointech. Hello there. Hi, I think your mic is muted. Let me just try and, yeah. Han, you are muted, I'm afraid. Can you unmute your mic?
Hello. Sorry about that.
Hello, there we go. Yes, now we can hear you. That's all right. So it's a common occurrence. Sorry. So hi, how's it going there? Where are you calling us from?
Actually, I'm calling from Taipei now.
Very nice. How's the weather in Taipei today?
It's a little bit wet, but I cannot complain about it. I've already get used to it.
Fair enough. All right. So you are joining us from the offices of Jointech. Can you tell us a little bit about the company and what it makes?
Absolutely. Manufacturer of connectors, established in 1993, and we develop our product in different industries, including electronic devices, transportation, medical devices, and e-mobilities as well. And we produce, we design, we produce, and we deliver to our clients, of course. We have a produce center. We have a facility in Zhongshan, province of Guangdong, and we are certified by IATF 16949 and ISO 9001. We provide an excellent solutions for e-bike, motors, controllers, batteries, throttle, and the brake. Actually, we have prepared some samples right here. Right now is the time to show some
that's
samples.
okay. Yeah, don't overuse the time, but sure, if you have one or two things you could show us, that's cool. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, actually, I have one simple sample right here, and the feature of our products is that we care everyone who is involved in these industries, including who ride the bike, for example, who ride the bike. So for the people who ride the bike, the waterproof protection is crucial, so that they will not need to worry about the weather, the dust, etc. Also, we take care of the person who repaired the bike. The connectors can be pulled apart by using a force like 7 to 8 kgs, like this. So to repair for the repair guys, they can easily remove the motors from the e-bike. So we take care about these details for them as well. And last but not least, we take care of the details for the operators of e-bike in the production line. They can easily identify the connectors by using different customized colors and error-free system to avoid lots of unnecessary mistake. So so please also feel free to find more information on our website, or feel free to scan the QR code right behind me.
Yeah, that's true. Well, if if it's visible at that size, we'll figure it out. Also, there should be in the description of this video you're watching right now links to all of these companies' profile pages on globalsources.com. So any of them can be reached, and then you can send them a message directly through that page. So, all right, thank you, Han, for that intro to the conscientious products from Jointech. And next up, we have Joey Zheng from Yikang Plush Toys. You are also muted. Could you unmute your mic, Joey? Excellent.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tom.
Hi, how's it going? Where are you calling from?
I'm from Dongguan.
Dongguan. Not too far away from me in Hong Kong then. Excellent. So no need for me to ask about the weather. Probably the same, right? So
yeah.
Great. So now you work for, are you representing Yikang Plush Toys? Can you tell us a little bit about the company?
Yes, I'd like to. And yeah, Econ Plush Toys. We are in Dongguan, and we have some certification for our factory. For example, ICTI, BCI, ICTI, BSCI, studies, and ISO. So our factory is growing bigger and bigger. And today I would like to introduce some products to everyone. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And nowadays, more and more people, more and more buyers, they are care about environment, and so the product, I mean, the organic product is more and more popular. This one.
What's that? Oh, it's a giraffe. Excellent.
Yeah. Yes, giraffe. And the material is organic cotton, 100% cotton organic. So this toy is safe for baby, and it's very soft. And the stuffing inside also 100% cotton. So
very nice.
It's very suitable for babies. Yeah. And we have a different design of. Yeah.
Okay.
All of them are using the same material.
Dog and a little rabbit. Excellent. Really nice.
Yeah. And different design. And it has some sound inside.
I see.
Yeah, ring inside. So our factory is professional for OEM order. Yeah, we do the custom design by following our customers' artwork. And also, if a customer has their own idea, but they don't have a designer, they can let me know. And we have our own designer, and we can help our customer to follow the designs that they want.
I see. You're right. If you don't know exactly how to make what you want, then you can Ecan can help you out. All right, fantastic. Yeah. I'm always happy to look at toys, especially at work in the morning. So thank you for that. And then we have one more guest to add. So the screen is going to get a little crowded, and we are adding Eric Gao, who is the sales manager at Zhejiang Rongpeng
Tools. Yes.
Yeah. Hi. Good morning. So you're in Zhejiang. I can tell from the name of the company, but where exactly in Zhejiang are you?
Yeah, we are in the Zhejiang title city. How to say, near to the Ningbo port. And now we are with 1,200 workers, employees, and last year sold around $92 million.
Great.
And I show you some of my products here. You see, this is for the air spray guns. Yes, and air nailers.
Ah, very nice.
and also the air tools. How to say? We are already the number one in the market in China, the number one manufacturer of the air tools in China, and we are cooperated with many of the famous brands in the market, such as DeWalt, Stanley, and also different from different countries. Now we export to more than 100 countries.
And, all right. Yeah, I was going to ask you what are your major markets, but it sounds like overseas. But
my main market now is in the European and North America.
I see.
90% for export.
90%. All right, fantastic. Yes. So actually, I got to say, it's a little bit like looking at toys, looking at the tool samples as well. So that's very interesting. And as mentioned before, if you want to get in touch with Eric or any of our representatives' companies, while you're watching, or indeed afterwards, if you're watching this on the replay, look in the video description and you can see all of their links down there, and that is the way to go. Okay. So, thanks everyone for your intros and cool samples as well. Let's see, so today's topic, that's the banner, green materials and packaging. So I think what we need first from here, I'm actually going to take that off because it makes everyone's screen too small, is to kind of know the background. So I'm going to bring this back to Rock over at Electronics, just unmute you there. So Rock, can you tell us about, in your particular industry, what are the, the environmental related policies and regulations that you need to be aware of or that you need to work within when you're producing things?
Okay. All right. Electronics is a Taiwan public company on environment, social, and governance rating. Is an important index to prove our sustainability. We follow the ESG, just I mentioned, environment, social, and governance to comply with the governmental eco-friendly policy. The so-called environment, including our emission of greenhouse gases, air quality, energy management, fuel management, water and wastewater management, and life cycle impact of products and service. Environment is our social impacts on assets and operations. The last one about products packaging. So, of course, we are not able to comply every detail, but very important and very basic as are the energy management. The obvious are content we carry on our energy management, life cycle, or impact of products and service, product packaging. Electronics are located in Taichung Industrial Park. We use our design, our solar lighting system for public area lighting. Our industrial park in the evening is very dark, so we don't need to use extra lighting system. We just rely on our own design, the solar lighting system for the public area lighting. And we construct the power saving lighting system at the inside the office. Besides, most of our products apply on UPS, motor, and BMS, our battery management system, e-mobility, and house appliance. So far, we adapt our cable, wire, connectors, and terminals comply with UL, CSA, RTU, VCE certification to ensure our products are durability and comply with the RoHS regulations to minimize the environment pollution. Products packaging comply with RoHS regulations means harmful substance like mercury, lead, chromium, something like these harmful elements need to be controlled under 1,000 ppm, and and even lower, something like that. So besides like the packaging material, all the packaging material we use comply with our HS regulations. And for sure, most of our customers most of our customers are Taiwanese public companies, so high protection recycling material would be necessary. That will be necessary. Most of the products apply are like I just mentioned, UPS, mortar, and BMS, e-mobility, and house appliance. Are the eco-friendly material will reduce the harmful substance to go to the air, mode, or daily touching, to about the environment or human health, something like that. And compared to the normal materials, I should say our company just found in 1986, so not very long time. At the very beginning, we followed overseas customers' standard to do our business. In our 1986 are the those years, most of people do the overseas business in the time. So we always try our best to meet with their criteria. United States and some European countries already carry an eco-friendly policy in early years. We can't because of the cost issue to reduce the packaging quality. So if we just I should say we can because of the cost issue to reduce the packaging quality. We will probably lose the opportunity to serve our customer.
Yeah, understood. Well, I mean, thank you. That's a very comprehensive answer, and it sounds like, especially, the topic here today, of course, is about materials and packaging, but Avitronics, from the sounds of it, has a very is looking at sustainability and environmental friendliness throughout the production process and the environment of its facilities too. Now, Han, you of course are also in Taiwan, so I guess operating in a similar regulation environment. Do you have any sort of different experiences from what Rock has shared?
Of course. First of all, I totally agree with what Ms. Rock just said, because actually we are in the same industries. And speaking to the policy, in our region, the regulation is based on international conventions in Taiwan, like just what mentioned Ms. Rock, like ROSE. As global light sales now are very common, standardized universal policy in our industry is crucial. There should be more standardized regulation, universal standardized regulation, and then the business holder will able to follow. So, like for example, ROSE is a regulation by the European Union, which restricts the use of hazardous materials in manufacture of various types of electronic and electrical equipment. As I said, now it's also in effect in my region and my client's region as well.
Yeah, I see. All right. Well, thank you. And well, let's. I'd like to go to Eric next, actually, as well. So, of course, you're in a different regulatory environment, so to speak, to a degree, but it sounds like actually maybe there's not so much difference based on where you're producing, but on where you're selling to. What is what's the eco-friendly policies that affect your industry making air tools?
Yeah, actually, I want to talk about the certification of the European and North America. Now every year they are launching the new policy for the eco-friendly materials such as the plastic, rubber, printed parts, and even the aluminum, steel, copper things. They are making the new standard. And then now every year we are facing such as the rose, pass, rich, and also the C65. Every year they are launching the new material, new standard, and we are following them. And that's why we also have our library to test the different parts. Every part need to be tested by the third party and also in our factory. It's a very strict standard.
Yes, and constantly evolving as well, which I imagine poses some challenges. Let's go over to Joey. You're in I think you're muted, by the way. Yeah, you're in a quite different industry from our other guests here today, but I imagine, do you have similar regulations to work within?
Oh yes, of course. Yeah. Toys are normally for babies and for kids. So the testing standard for the toys is very strict for USA, Europe, or anywhere in the world, all over the world. So actually, all our products can meet EN71. Many people have CE certification and ASTM, CPSIA, CPSC, and all these testing standards for USA and Europe.
I see. Thank you. So yeah. Oh, go on.
So okay. So no matter our customer will testing or not, but all our products can meet those testing standards.
All right, thank you. Yeah, so I mean, the next question on the list here that I have in front of me was, what kind of eco-friendly materials or packaging or methods does your company use now? But actually, I think you have all kind of covered or answered that question already. So yeah, we'll refer the viewer to the previous answer. But one thing I'm curious about is, obviously, there is this baseline of eco-friendly materials or processes that you are required by law to follow for different markets. But do you find that customers want something more than that? Do they ask you to use green materials, in addition to what's required? Yeah, Joey, what?
Yes, of course. Some of our big customers, they are asking some, for example, the recycled materials for the toys. Something like this one. They're actually made from the bottle. The button. Sorry.
Recycled.
Bottle. The bottle.
Yeah, bottles. Yeah, right.
Yeah. The bottle.
Yeah.
Sorry. Because this is new material and we yes, it's new for us and it's new for our the. Oh, okay. Yeah. The outside is actually same, but they are actually made from bottle. So yeah, this is very good for environment. And also for the packaging material, we will also have some new packaging material. They are also made of bottles. So these are very good for environment.
All right, thank you. And Eric, what about over at Rongpeng? Do you have customers who request more environmentally friendly materials or processes?
Yes, such as when we do some supermarket customers, they will ask us to do the third-party testing of the eco-friendly materials, and the very hardest is with the the rich certification, and every year the new standard, they will use the new standard. So we must use very clean material, and also every process not effective, not polluted the materials.
All right, thanks. And Rock, putting it to you for Avitronics, what kind of requests do you get from customers for greener products or greener materials?
Okay, because most of our products are like the connectors, the main material is plastic. So of course, I follow to I just on the site. All the plastic elements need to comply with our HS regulations that would be necessary. But besides, I think it are like ULCSA is some kind of electricity safety regulations. It's nothing involved or the green regulations. So maybe just only ROHS elements, plastic elements for packaging and for the connectors or for the cable, something like that.
I see, understood. And going to Han, who is Jointech. Now, you guys make a lot of things for e-transportation. My impression of that kind of customer base is that people on e-bikes tend to be concerned about the environment a bit. Is that the case? Do you find that it's particularly demanding for green materials?
Yes, exactly. Our clients usually will ask us to follow the strictest regulations, and also speaking to the package, reusability and recyclability is important for our clients and for us as well. We minimize and we use recyclable materials. Well, instead of using traditional traditional bubble wrap, we use corrugated cardboard. We use cardboard or bioplastics or plant-based plastic. That's what we use for package, and that is the requirement of our clients as well.
All right, thanks. And actually, you talking about well, design, I guess. There's this sort of question we have on our list as well, which is, does your company consider or actually use eco-friendly materials during the design process? I guess the question there is, I think in many industries, the standard is to use, what we could call ordinary materials, or less green items to design. And then if you need to make an eco-friendly version, you switch the materials at the production stage. Is that how you guys work, or are you kind of green all the way through design as well?
Actually, yes, that's a very good question, because in our industry, there's a term called like DFE, Design for Environment. And the essential concept is efficiency. Efficiency is important because it environmental benefit and economic benefit, which includes 3 essential points as well. Minimize the product by using zero materials. Also, the second point is minimize the use of hazardous materials. Third, efficient transmission of connectors means less electrical impedance. Our industry will invest more resources to streamline the process, design the efficient supply chain process, make an internal commitment to fortify green policy.
All right, thank you. And to throw that question over to Rock as well, I'd like to combine it with a sort of second question too, which is that Hans just alluded to this idea of economic benefit. I think a lot of buyers who are watching are going to have in the back of their minds, this is all great from a green point of view, but will it cost me more? So, do you integrate green materials during your design process? And does that raise the cost? What's the argument for using eco-friendly materials and processes?
Yes, for sure. Because we start the business from the wire harness and cable assembly. So actually, we purchase all the products need to comply with not only the electricity safety regulations, but also need to comply with the green policies. That will be necessary because I believe most of the products will be disposed at some day, maybe 10 years or 5 years later. So it's also important. It's also important. Our customers always request to follow a lot of international regulations. All the products is not able to be imported to their country. So of course, during we start any our new products design, we will consider our green material and even the processing, the production line processing, the green policy also be considered because labor some are the third certification party to audit our factory.
All right. Yeah, thank you. And I guess same question to, well, let's go to Joey. I haven't, we've forced you to be quiet for a while. Joey, so how about for you guys? Do you use eco-friendly products all the way through design and production? And does that cost more for the buyer as well?
Yes, yes. As I said before, we will use some organic cotton and recycled material for our toys and for our packages. So this is normally for the big buyer, because they have a MOQ. So right now, more and more big buyers are asking for these material for the toys and for the packages. Yeah, and this is more and more important for our factories to comply to meet these requirements from our big customers.
Yeah, I see. And does that kind of add to the cost of the materials significantly, or is it just a case of now the regulations are such that it doesn't make too much difference?
Yeah, there are actually no big difference. For example, the hand filling and the outlook, they are normally very similar, but they are just made of different material. Some from the bottles, from the the polybag, and maybe something that yes, they are because they are recycled.
Yeah, yeah, understood. All right, thank you. And going over to Eric there, for you, yeah, does it mean that compared to normal materials or packaging, that the buyer will be paying much more? Is it more expensive to go green in your industry?
Yes,
Mr.
they
Eric.
Yes, they actually a little more expensive.
It is.
It's Eric's turn.
No problem.
It was. It's all right. But thank you for the answer anyway.
Okay.
All right. Yes, Eric. So yeah, same question though. Yeah.
Actually, it's a little more expensive, but not too much because the raw material cost is very just a little more expensive, and comparing with the whole products, it's just 1% or 2%, much more at least.
I see. So yeah, not a huge difference. But if you're ordering thousands of units, I guess you still need to budget for it. And we have a question here on the list that is also a little bit more technical about packaging and so on. And I think also applies to the product materials itself, which is, do you find that the material is tough enough for packaging to protect the products, or for your tools themselves? Is the durability as high when you use the greener materials?
Yeah, it's same quality. Comparing with the normal material and the clean material, they are same quality, no problem. We also have our library to test for the drop test and also the custom pressure test, everything is okay.
Right, yeah, because you're using exactly the same benchmarks,
Yeah.
I would guess. Right, yeah. Actually, to go over to Han as well, you mentioned using corrugated cardboard instead of bubble wrap. Does that have any disadvantages, or not really?
Well, disadvantage, yes, sometimes with less packaging materials, the protection will be inferior, of course. As we said, in the stage of design, it's important to design all these details in advance. If we design the smaller product at the beginning, the package will be more streamlined. If sustainability was considered at the very beginning, even for the package part, there must be a solution. So in conclusion, sustainability should be thought in every stage so that the package, so the product will be streamlined and also the package will be smaller. So it will not affect that much to the cost.
I see. Right, so like if you just kind of do all your design and then only at the end you think about sustainability, that's when you start to hit a problem.
Exactly.
Is that right? Excellent.
Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
good to know. I mean, let's go over to Rock actually. I mean, same question to you. Do you find any discrepancies between the eco-friendly packaging in terms of protection? But I mean, also, I'm interested to know, do you find that it's important to design in sustainability from the beginning instead of switching to end?
Okay, because our company just founded in our 1986, at the year, all of our I should say we are lucky because most of our customers, they are the big account, so they are asked are the strike regulations. So initially we started the business, we didn't consider any packaging or any material didn't follow their request. And of course, follow their request also means they ask our green material. So at the very beginning, we used the green material. We didn't use something or didn't comply with their regulations. So for us, we are not able to compare the difference of the cost. So far, we use the same material.
Yeah, understood. And how about you, Joey? So for Yikang plush toys, the packaging, is it easy for recycled packaging to get damaged or not? Is it basically the same? What do you find?
Yeah, actually no. Even if recycled material for the package, it can protect our product very it can well protect our product. Yeah, regarding the package, and more and more our customer will you know will will not overpack our product because we normally we will have a label, a hand tag, and a polybag, and then silver pieces in a carton. So this is actually they are very good now. Yeah, and some of customer will use the box. So but the box are made from paper, and paper is also recycled. So this is also good for our environment. Yeah, and less packing and less space. Yeah, for the shipping.
Yeah, fantastic. So I mean, I think we're sort of rolling towards the end of our panel discussion here, but I'd like to ask you, well, actually, Joey, since I'm talking to you right now, what if a customer is, wants to work with your company, and they're also interested in doing more to make their product eco-friendly? What can they do to help you? Do they? I guess, for example, they need to research their own market, local laws and regulations. But how can they work with you to make something that is high quality but also sustainable?
Yeah. Yeah, for this question, for example, when sorry, um, the good way that we can to let the toaster we can we can yeah sorry.
I
Yeah,
apologize. I sprang a surprise question at the end, and of course, the first
maybe
person.
later,
Yeah,
because
yeah. I'll come back to you. I'll
maybe
come back to you.
later.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What happens there is that the other people have time to think about the answer, but the first person doesn't. So sorry about that. Yeah, I'll come back and ask you that again. But let's see. I'll ask Rock actually. So, yeah, if somebody sort of wants to do a more environmentally friendly product, but they don't know where to begin, what would you say to them?
Excuse me. Excuse me. Actually,
She has to go. Okay, hang on. Let's take off the screen for a second. I've got to stop doing these surprise questions. All right, Han, how about you? How are the ways that your company can help a customer make something more sustainable?
I would say that in conclusion, the most important part is being conscious of this issue of like we should decide for the decide for the environment at the very initial stage, so that everything will be thought. And also, some of our clients will encourage to provide more eco solutions. It's important to know that it's important environmental and economic benefit sustain all key industry stakeholders, including the customers, investors, and supply chain. All of us need to be conscious of this issue. Yes, that would be my conclusion.
Excellent, thank you. Yeah, Eric, any final thoughts or things to share with the viewers?
How to say? Everybody in the earth should protect our environment and our life. That's all.
All right, thank you. And Joey, how are you doing there? Do you have one last thing to say to everyone?
Oh yes, yes. I just discussed with my co-workers,
Yeah.
and we find an answer. And first of all, we can less packing. Yeah, if we yes, if it's for toy, we use many package for the toy, and the cost will be higher. Also, the shipping for the product will be higher. So normally we will let some reduce some package for the toy. And there is another way. For example, we have a big toy. For example, a big toy. Then we can do a vacuum packing, and so we can let the package. We can and reduce the shipping for our customer. And also we can keep our product in good quality. Yeah.
All right, excellent. So packaging is always a good vector for reducing environmental impact. I'm just looking at the comments. It's mostly just comments rather than questions. You've got a good morning. Interesting topic today, so that's good. Thank you for that. Hello from Colombia, and a good morning from Taipei as well. So there we go. So seems like good vibes in the comments pretty much there. And then that, I think, brings our panel discussion to an end. So thank you so much to all four of you, to Rock, to Han, Eric, and to Joey. Yeah, as I have mentioned a couple of times, but if you're only just joining us now, well, firstly, you missed the panel discussion, so rewind and go watch that. But if you want to learn more about the products made by our supplier representatives companies here today, look in the description of this video, click their links, and you can message them directly. Or if not, then at least their companies. And you can also see their complete profile on globalsources.com. Rock, Joey, Eric, and Han, thank you so much. And I hope to speak to you sometime again in the future. But thanks for taking part, and goodbye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, Rob.